Good evening. We'd like to welcome you to the Elmore County Commission work session dated Monday, September 14, 2020. We'll call this meeting to order. We will first begin by welcoming our guests. We appreciate all of you being here today. We have some elected officials here with us today. We have the Elmore County Board of Education Superintendent Richard Dennis. We also have Senator Clyde Chambliss with us today. So we appreciate their participation, and we look forward to hearing from them today. We'll proceed now with public hearings. Our first item is the proposed right-of-way vacation by adjoining landowners of Forest Hill Road. Are there any individuals or groups here today to speak for or against the vacation of this property? Yes, sir. If you'd like to come up to the podium, if you'll just introduce yourself and tell us what you have to say.
I'm Ronnie Smith. I'm the one that's asking for the right-of-way, and I'm not sure if anyone is here against it or not, and so I don't know if I have anything to say except that if it's approved and everything is good. I thank y'all for your time.
All right, we appreciate it. Is there anyone here to speak against this? Any questions from commissioners?
Mr. Chairman,
yes, sir.
If this goes through, Mr. Smith will be in a position to it be contingent on right-of-way donation on either end of where the road's going to be closed for cul-de-sacs. He's worked with us on getting those surveyed and getting those descriptions ready to go.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So who do I need to sign?
Yeah, we'll take care of it during the business session.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the next item is proposed right-of-way vacation by adjoining landowner of Hagen Road. Is there anyone here to speak for or against this? All right, seeing and hearing none, are there any questions from any commissioners? All right, we will proceed then to our next item of business. We have special presentations. First, we have a resolution today recognizing the Elmore County Board of Education Nutrition Program staff and volunteers. And many of you, as we endured the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic, and there was a lot of uncertainty and questions in March as schools began to close, and many people had questions concerning children and their ability to get the food and nutrition that was necessary for them, that they many times relied upon through the school system. And we had many individuals and groups step up to the plate in Elmore County, and I believe that Elmore County truly set the tone for the state of Alabama in how we tackled this issue and moved forward, and we saw some real shining stars step forward during this time. So I'd like to invite our Elmore County Board of Education Superintendent Richard Dennis to come forward. He's going to recognize some individuals on their efforts and give us a little bit of description on the accomplishments of the nutrition program.
I want to thank you for the invitation today, and thank you for the opportunity to come and speak. As you're aware, in March, when schools were closed, we actually began doing food distribution, actually on, I think, the 17th of March. And from that point on, it continued until we finished the feeding distribution programs in August. I don't want to get into specifics of that because I want to introduce someone in a moment to kind of go over the details that was involved. I do want to thank the support that we received from the County Commission, EMA. Keith was just, did a absolutely incredible job, coordinating that effort for us and supporting us. So I just want to come and thank you today for that support. It is invaluable. And I've said this, and we've done this jointly in some other meetings recently, but when I go to state meetings with other superintendents and other systems, and we're looking at this type of situation, whether we're talking about the support we received through our food distribution, or what we've talked about and discussed, whereas hotspots and working on helping provide internet connectivity for the citizens of Elmore County, specifically in my case, supporting students, doing virtual learning platforms. It's been incredible. So thank you so much, Keith, for what y'all have done. And I want to take the opportunity to introduce you to Casey Davis. She's our Trial Nutrition Director in Elmore County. She's the mastermind behind what has taken place in Elmore County nutrition over the last 4 years now, almost 4 years. And so I'm going to let her give you a brief description. I know that she specifically wants to recognize some individuals that played an incredible role supporting us. So, Casey, if I could, I'd love for you to come up now and give us a little background on what you undertook in your role.
First, I want to say thank you for the recognition. It's definitely not me that deserves the recognition, it's my staff. I had a staff of over 60 employees that could have stayed home during this time. They did not have to work, and they chose to come and serve the community and take care of the students that they love to serve. So they're really the ones that need to be recognized. And also just the entire county, Elmore County and its communities. They stepped up in areas that where our staff could not individually provide the need. There were people there to serve and provide that need, and we're very appreciative of that. Over the time from March 16th, excuse me, I'm a little nervous, between March 16th, or starting March 16th, we made a plan, and really we had about a day to make a plan as far as what we would do in terms of serving meals. And we were concerned about our students that would not have meals, and also I was concerned about our staff. Our staff, our payroll is dependent on the meals that we serve. So we knew when schools closed, that meant we would not have revenue in, the revenue that paid their salary. So I was worried about their jobs. I was worried about not just theirs, but also the jobs of those that provide us with our food. So it really trickles to a lot of different areas, not just in Elmore County, but honestly really throughout the state. So we wanted to make sure that we can continue meeting the needs. About 50% of our students are free reduced, and they depend on our meals. So we started serving on the 17th. We closed down our programs on the 16th, started serving curbside, which is something we had never done before. And the participation just increased every week. So from March 17th until August 3rd, we served over 2.4 million meals, which is unbelievable. So I'm thankful for my staff. I'm thankful for the support we had. We did that. We had 5 sites, one in each community. So let me make sure I name the sites. Cusada Elementary, Holtville High School, Wetumpka Middle School, Eclectic Middle School, and then Redland Elementary. We also had 10 mobile units that went out, our buses. We had bus drivers that provided great support also during this time. So went out to communities, for those that did not have transportation to our sites to serve meals. So just over 60 food service workers, and then hundreds of volunteers. Day one, EMA stepped up, Elmore County EMA stepped up and saw the need that we had for volunteers. We had a lot on our hands just coordinating the efforts internally, and they volunteered to coordinate our volunteer efforts. And they made sure, Donna Poppelmeyer from day one also headed up our volunteer efforts and made sure that each and every week we had individuals to serve at each of our sites. And it's, hundreds of volunteers. Also made sure that we had the resources. When we needed tents, whatever it was that we needed, made sure that we had the resources to serve those meals. So thank you so much. So hundreds of volunteers. We provided 14 meals to each child each week. So 7 breakfast meals, 7 lunch meals. And we did the 2.4 million meals in 23 serving days. So we provided all of those meals just in one service time a week. And our service time was an hour and a half. So we would serve 8,000 to 9,000 students 14 meals in an hour and a half. So it was a tremendous number of meals in a very short period of time. So we became pretty efficient at our work. Thankfully, we didn't have 9,000 on day one. That grew over time. We had great partnerships with the Department of Agriculture. We were able to do some great farm-to-school initiatives, utilize even some Elmore County farmers with some of our watermelons. I don't know if any of you saw the watermelons we served. Mr. Dennis personally served a good number of those, but also multiple other farmers throughout Alabama. But it was a great opportunity for the community, for our students, for our staff, and just the opportunity to serve, and thank you very much. But I definitely want to say, another thank you to EMA. I did a small presentation. In our program each year, we have what we refer to as Heart of the Program recognitions. And we try to recognize individuals that just went out of their way to exemplify the mission and the vision of our program. And that's, we want to make sure that we're able to nourish our students and ready them for the classroom. And this year, I believe all of our staff members are considered the heart of our program, but also our community partnerships. So I wanted to recognize EMA and Donna with the Heart of the Program recognition. So I have two different plaques. Says, with our greatest appreciation, we hereby recognize Elmore County EMA and Donna Popplemeyer for outstanding commitment and dedication in providing meal assistance during the COVID-19 pandemic. Here, I'll go ahead.
Y'all don't go too far. We, as a county commission, we've also put together resolutions recognizing the Elmore County Board of Education, EMA, the Child Nutrition Program, and Ms. Popplemeyer for her leadership among the volunteers. So what we would like to do is invite each of you, all of you collectively, to come up, and if you'll stand in front of us right here, I'm going to hand y'all your resolutions, and we'll stand up as a commission and we'll try to get a socially distant group picture here. I think Richie has it. Hang on just a second.
You're good.
We'll bump down a little bit.
Yeah, I can move down. Okay. No, we're good.
Good?
All right, I think I got you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You get one more.
Thank you again for the efforts put forth by that entire group. Our community is blessed to have organizations and individuals like each of you to step up when things become challenging. The next item, we would like to invite Ms. Elizabeth Gillian from the Daughters of the Revolution to come forward to recognize Constitution Week. She also has a friend with her from the Daughters of American Revolution, and we'll have you come up, address us, and then we have a resolution for you as well.
Well, good evening to everyone. Thank you for having us here. This is Terry Dotherow. She is the regent, not president. We call, for some reason we seem to think we're royalty, but she is the regent of the Peter Forney chapter of the Montgomery area. I represent the Captain William Bibb chapter, which is also part of the Montgomery area. We don't have any chapters per se in Wetumpka. I'd love to have some, but most of the people in my chapter are from Hopeful, Wetumpka, Elmore, Millbrook. We let those Montgomery people come in with us too. We are so glad to be here today to recognize the fact that in 1955, one of the most important papers, documents in our country's history. In 1955, the DAR, the National DAR, went to the Congress, and we petitioned to have a week set aside to study and to honor the Constitution. It is always September the 17th through the 23rd, and chapters all over the nation, all over our state. We are working very hard to work with our schools, within our districts and our areas, to give them an idea about the Constitution. For example, my chapter is giving to all of the Hopeful High History classes, a copy of the Constitution, a booklet of that. I'm not sure what your chapter's doing, but
We have Constitution kits that are distributed in schools also.
so that is what we do to celebrate Constitution Week. Usually we go out to the libraries. Well, COVID has kind of thrown us a loop this time, so we are so glad to be allowed to come in front of you and let people know just how important our Constitution is and will always be. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate y'all being here. As you know, we as a county commission appreciate the opportunity to recognize these types of national weeks in commemoration of especially things like the Constitution. You'll also may be interested to know, you may already know, that the structure that's being built on this side of the courthouse is actually an Eagle Scout project that in the month of October we'll be having a ribbon cutting, and it will have all of the founding documents. So we're really excited about that. It will have it'll be a big celebration in October. We'll have a lot of elementary school students and others here, so we'll make sure that you're aware of that. You are my neighbor across the street, so
Yes, sir.
I'll definitely make sure that you're aware of that. So if y'all would come up here, we will get a picture with you.
One more. Thank you.
For the next item, we have the opportunity today to recognize one of our very own employees. Today we will be recognizing Ms. Courtney Clements, the Director of Safety, Insurance, and Human Resources for Elmore County. Recently, in the month of August, we had a virtual annual conference for the ACCA, at which time Ms. Clements was recognized, and so today is an opportunity for us to make the people of Elmore County aware of her accomplishments. I'm going to turn the time over to Mr. Byer to give us a little bit more detail on her accomplishments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you stated, the ACCA at the convention in August would typically recognize employees that have completed educational programs as well as commissioners. And we've got a couple items to recognize Courtney for this evening. First, she has gone through the program and received her certificate in county administration. So she has done the necessary coursework to make herself very familiar with county operations and the way that the administrative programs run. That is about a 6 to 7 course load, and so she's done that in record fashion to get that done. In addition, at the same time, she also received from the association that deals with personnel management, the Certified Risk Management Specialist criteria as well. So she did those simultaneously in her first little less than 2 years on the job, and that is a great accomplishment. And just to give you some idea of the impact of the things that she's been working towards and how it reflects back to the county and not only citizens but the employees. This past week we received notification on a number of our insurance programs, which she is one of the key employees in. We received $13,500 in incentives back in that program, and nearly $58,000 in savings returned during that same year period. In addition, we have received our premium notifications for this coming year, and our premiums for liability and workers' comp are down $64,000 for the coming year. In addition, we'll have longevity bonus that'll be due to us for about $25,000. So you couple all that together, and you're not talking about pennies, you're talking about real dollars that a lot of our employees played a role in, but Courtney has played a large role in that, and her educational effort is just a testament to the effort she's putting in at the county level to make the citizens and the employees have a better place to be in here in Elmore County. So, Courtney, if you'll come on up, and Mr. Chairman, if you want to come around to the front, we'll give her these plaques.
Take your mask off. Take your mask off. Thank you. Thank you safely, lady. All right.
And Mr. Chairman, while she's sitting down as well, Executive Director Sonny Brassfield was going to be here to help with that presentation and the next, and he regrets that with the COVID information they were putting out that he is delayed and will not be able to attend. So Sonny was supposed to be in that picture with you instead of me. So,
All right, thank you. We've had a couple of local dignitaries come in since we started. So we have the Mayor of Millbrook, Mayor Al Kelly, and Mayor Jerry Willis from the City of Wetumpka here joining us today. And I'm sure that they are here to witness the Elmore County Commission meeting, but probably more importantly to celebrate the next person that we are going to recognize today, which is Commissioner Earl Reeves for his 24 years of service on the Elmore County Commission. As many of you are aware, Commissioner Reeves will be retiring at the end of this term, and we are indebted to his commitment and service to the citizens of Elmore County. I'd first like to invite Senator Clyde Chambliss to come up to the podium, and he will address us.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, and especially Commissioner Reeves. I have a resolution here and I'd like to read it, but before I read it, I want to say that I feel like I have a kindred spirit with Commissioner Reeves because he was elected in the same year that I first started working at the county in Autauga County. So we have been on this same track with county government all these years and in different roles and different capacities, and we'll read about these. And matter of fact, this resolution is a little bit lengthy, and I'm not going to skip any of it because it's very, very important, and the accomplishments are just, the county is really indebted to you for your accomplishments. So, commending Commissioner Earl Reeves for his public service by Senator Chambliss. Whereas highest commendations are herein proudly extended to Commissioner Earl Reeves for his public service. And whereas Commissioner Reeves first took office as County Commissioner of District 5 on November the 11th, 1992, and retired November 13th, 2012. And whereas he was re-elected and took office on November 16th, 2016, and will complete 24 years of service to Elmore County in November of 2020. 24 years. Whereas Commissioner Reeves was born in Coushatta in Elmore County and attended Sandtown High School in Millbrook, Booker T. Washington in Montgomery, and later graduated from Central Alabama Community College with an associate's degree. I didn't know that one. That was good. Whereas his civic endeavors began at the age of 17 when he marched with Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. in the last leg of the Selma to Montgomery March. Very historic. Whereas Commissioner Reeves is a decorated combat veteran of the Vietnam War and earned the Vietnam Service Medal, a Bronze Star for bravery, and a Purple Heart. Whereas he would go on to be the first African American on the Millbrook Police Force, the first black member of the Public Service Commission's Enforcement Division, and the first black chief of the Enforcement Division. Whereas Commissioner Reeves was the first African American to serve on the Elmore County Board of Education, and 4 years later became Elmore County's first black commissioner. And whereas during his 24-year tenure, he and members of the 2000-2004 Commission moved to change the county from the district to the unit system, which centralized the governance of the county's road and bridge maintenance to one county highway department under the supervision of the county engineer. And whereas Commissioner Reeves served as chairman of the Commission from November 12, 2008 through November 13, 2012, and provided leadership by continuing the Commission's conservative fiscal management approach, keeping Elmore County in good financial condition. And whereas Commissioner Reeves spearheaded the implementation of the county's first merit-based incentive system for employees after overseeing a rewrite of all county job descriptions and review and evaluation of starting pay rates. And whereas he is married to the former Julie M. Chapman, and together they have 5 children and 13 grandchildren. Commissioner Reeves is a faithful member of East Chapel Methodist Church, where he has served as chairman on the Board of Trustees for over 25 years. And whereas for more than 2 decades, Commissioner Reeves has diligently provided unwavering dedication, leadership, and guidance to Elmore County, now therefore be it resolved by the Senate of the Legislature of Alabama that we highly commend Commissioner Earl Reeves for his many years of public service, and that this resolution hereby serves as a tribute to him with utmost gratitude and admiration, along with sincere best wishes for continued success in all future endeavors. Commissioner Reeves. And one last word, Mr. Chairman, if I might. We all are here to make things, leave things better than we left it. If we think back to 1992 in Elmore County till now, Commissioner Reeves, along with a lot of others, but Commissioner Reeves has left Elmore County way better than he found it. So thank you.
We sincerely appreciate Senator Chambliss being here with us today and recognizing Commissioner Reeves. I think each of us can recall moments of counsel and consideration and encouragement from Commissioner Reeves. I, for one, can attest to that. I have many family members who have worked with Commissioner Reeves over the years, most of them as the county attorney for many years, and they shared stories with me about their interactions and working with Commissioner Reeves. And when elected to the county commission and then given the opportunity to serve as chairman, Commissioner Reeves was one that provided me with a lot of encouragement and guidance and direction. And so I will forever be indebted to him for his commitment and his willingness to advise and encourage and support not only the citizens which he serves, but his fellow commissioners and our staff here in Elmore County. The County Commission also has a resolution that we will be recognizing Commissioner Reeves with today for his 24 years of service. Senator Chambliss stole a lot of our thunder, so I won't read it all. It's a lot of the same, but we do sincerely appreciate Commissioner Reeves and his commitment. I'll open it up to any commissioners who would like to make any remarks, and then we'll get a group picture with this.
Mr. Chairman, I think it goes without saying that Mr. Earl is a hero to all of us. Commissioner Reeves, I should say, but I speak for myself. I couldn't have had a better mentor on this commission. He is a man of wisdom and respect and guidance, and I'm telling you, he's to say he's served this county would be an understatement. And as a fellow veteran, I can certainly appreciate you more than you'll ever know, what you did for this country. Those many months that you were laying on your back in that Walter Reed Hospital, and because you were willing to go sacrifice and give it all if it need be. And we can never say thank you enough for that. God bless you.
Chairman, I'd just like to add, when the situation first presented itself for me to serve as commissioner, you were one of the first people I called outside my family, because not only have you been a commissioner for many years, you've also been a friend for many of my family and myself for many years. And so I appreciate what you've done in my first term here as commissioner. You're like a walking history book. There's probably not much you haven't done on behalf of the commission here in the county, and I appreciate your wise counsel, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me and your guidance. Thank you.
I'd like to ditto what Commissioner Daugherty said about your military service. It's greatly appreciated, and you know that prior to us being on the commission together, we worked on several issues. You put me on the board once, you know, we always worked good together, and I called you also when I got ready to run to get advice and so forth, and I just want to say it's priceless, and I thank you.
I'd like to give Mayor Willis and Mayor Kelly an opportunity to say a few words if they'd like.
I would just like to say, Commissioner, we've been in this a long time, and you and I have seen a lot. But I appreciate your leadership, and I appreciate your character and who you are. And we've spent many hours on the telephone talking, and I appreciate the leadership that you have given throughout this county to all the municipalities, not only Wetumpka, but other municipalities, that you were willing to work with us. And we appreciate that, and we appreciate your service, and we are indebted to you. As a little boy growing up, we all had heroes. A lot of people don't know what heroes are today, but we had Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, Superman. We had all these people. Earl Reeves, you are a hero. Thank you for your service.
Mayor Kelly, would you like to say a few words? Yes, sir. Go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you for your friendship, thank you for your service for the city of Millbrook and this country. Thank you, Earl, for everything you did. Thank you, Commissioner, for recognizing Commissioner Reed today. And anything, Earl, I can ever do for you to return the favor you've done, my door's open to you. Happy retirement. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've got a couple of things to give to Commissioner Reeves, and then we'll get a group picture. Mr. Byer?
Commissioner Reeves, in addition to the safety information, Sonny was really wanting to be here to recognize you. The association has sent something that is especially engraved for you for your 24 years, but he wanted you to know how much he appreciated everything that you've done and how he really hated that he couldn't make it here this evening. So you've been You've been great to the association, and you've been a great friend to him personally. He wanted you to know that.
All right. Thank you. Commissioner Reeves?
Yes, thank you. After sitting here listening to everyone, I just want to thank everyone for honoring me for my service to the county and to my country. And as I listened to it, I kept remembering what my mama said a long time ago. She said, your calling is to help somebody, and your job is to help people. Yes, these are the words that kept growing in me. And whatever, as she said, whatever you do or say, make sure you do it by being a man of God. And I'm kind of full up, but, you know, I just appreciate everything that everybody has done for me. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I just want to say one other thing. I want to really thank the mayor of Kelly and Bruce for that. For coming. And I know we worked on a lot of projects for Elmo and Collier County, and I was the first police officer that y'all hired in Milford. So I worked with your father, and he was on the county. And that good mayor thing up. We still got a good mayor. I'll work with you too, dear. So I appreciate it. All right, that's it.
Thank you. All right, we'll proceed now to old business. Consider one appointment to the Elmore County Economic Development Authority Board, appointment due 9/14/2020. Candidate listed is John Strickland. Any comments or questions? All right, hearing none, consider 5 appointments to the Elmore County Industrial Development Authority Board, appointments due 9/28/2020. Candidates listed, Sharon Alexander, Art Faulkner, Harris Garner, Rhett Smith, and John Strickland. Any comments or questions?
Chairman, this agenda item and the previous one, these candidates here have currently served on the boards as listed, and they are both, they're doing a great job in them servicing the county.
All right, thank you. Next item, consider one appointment to the Ridge Improvement District, appointment due 9/28/2020. Candidate listed is David Sturdivant. Next item, consider 3 appointments to the E911 Board of Directors, appointments due 9/14/2020. 3 candidates listed, Steve Dennis, Robert Head, and Larry Brown. Are there any comments or additions to this list?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to add Keith Barnett, please.
Okay, Keith Barnett, our EMA Director. Any comments or questions?
How many appointments do we have?
3 appointments.
Okay.
All right, we'll proceed to the next item, regular business. Review the minutes of the August 10, 2020 Commission meeting. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, we'll proceed. Review the memorandum of warrants for the period of August 4, 2020 through September 4, 2020. Mr. Byer?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, for that time period, the memorandum of warrants was $3,206,660.81.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, we'll proceed to new business. We'd like to invite Ms. Delane Goggins from the Juvenile Probation Office to address the juvenile detention and diversion contracts and her annual visit to the Commission meeting.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've been around almost as long as Commissioner Reeves. These are our standards. We have 3 contracts, one from the Department of Youth Services to designate, they will pay for 1 detention bed space for Elmore County, and that we designate that to go to Montgomery County Juvenile Detention. The second contract is the County Commission has graciously provided 2 additional bed spaces for Elmore County Detention for the past several years, and those would be with Montgomery County Juvenile Detention Facility. Because of COVID, we were able to talk with the detention facility in Montgomery, and they did reduce the amount this year so that there is a cost savings of $10,000 to the county. But we would like to continue that contract with the County Commission in Montgomery County. And the last one is we have a diversion grant through the Department of Youth Services for a program that we run to reduce the number of children that are committed to the Alabama Department of Youth Services. The Commission has served as our financial conduit for the past, I think, 11 years on this grant, and we would like to continue that, please.
All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate your commitment to this program, and we're glad to participate in this way to assist with being a conduit for these grants. Any comments or questions? All right. Hearing none, we appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we will proceed to our next item of business. Consider allowing the Commission as trustee for the Tulane Charity Fund of Elmore County to sell the real property located at 121 East Bridge Street, Wetumpka, Alabama 36092 to Wetumpka Downtown Development Authority in lieu of the City of Wetumpka under the same terms and contracts. As many of you recall, what seems many, many months ago, the County Commission had our county attorney review and pursue an opportunity for us to liquidate what I refer to as the Tim's Pharmacy Building located at 121 East Bridge Street. We have used that building for various purposes, Board of Education and other purposes. We evaluated that building prior to this commission taking office as a possibility of actually putting offices in there rather than building the annex, which eventually we chose to build the annex. And the building is held in a trust, which is over 120 years old, I think, or the trust, not necessarily the building itself, but and we've had our county attorney review the possibility of us selling for the same under the same terms and conditions directly to the Wetumpka Downtown Development Authority, which is where it was going to end up anyway through the city of Wetumpka, which will allow them to move quicker in getting an occupant in that building and subsequently a tax base for the city of Wetumpka and for Elmore County. And is that accurate, how I described that, Mr. Courtney?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that's accurate.
All right, thank you. Any comments or questions regarding this? This is a great opportunity for us to provide the city of Wetumpka. They've got so much going on in the downtown area. This provides them with the opportunity to maximize that location and hopefully bring in a business or multiple businesses that will serve the community and provide an additional tax base for revenue for the city and the county. All right, we'll proceed to the next item, discuss amendments to fiscal year 2020 budget. Mr. Byer.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, in your packet you've got 3 pages that detail out the requested budget amendments. The main items relate to the COVID expenditures. We've been accruing those throughout the year, and it is time to get those settled up as we're getting closer to what we know will be expended by September 30th, and we will still have some that will roll into FY21 as well. There's also an adjustment for the insurance proceeds and the replacement of equipment and items that are related to the Sheriff's Operation Building, which should be in place by the end of this month, and then the collection facility roll-off truck that was approved earlier this year before we opened the joint collection facility with the city of Wetumpka. That it provides the final numbers for the budget amendment there. So,
all right. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'd like to commend our EMA and our county staff for doing an excellent job beginning in March when the pandemic began, of doing an excellent job of keeping track of all of our expenditures and making sure that although we were uncertain as to how things might be reimbursed or what may be reimbursed, we still did a tremendous job of keeping track of everything, knowing that there may be opportunities for us to submit for reimbursement in certain areas. And because we did such a great job of that, when the state starts releasing money, the federal government starts releasing money, others are scrambling trying to review all of their expenditures from 6 months ago, and we're prepared and we have everything ready. So I appreciate that, and I know that that will be a tremendous benefit to the citizens of our county. The next item, consider amending the fiscal year 2021 commission meeting dates schedule as follows. Wednesday, November 11, 2020, organizational commission meeting rescheduled to 10 a.m. This is every 4 years following a general election. The county commission convenes on the second Wednesday after the election day to hold an commission meeting, which will serve as our swearing in an organizational commission meeting. So that will take place at 10 a.m. on that morning. Next item, discuss approving the chairman to execute documents to provide a waiver of convenience fees through December 31, 2020, including the credit card backout provision. Mr. Byer.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, y'all had previously approved waiving these convenience fees through the pandemic and the end of this month. After talking with the Revenue Commissioner in depth and knowing that the COVID expenditures and reimbursements are eligible through the end of December, we are asking that you go ahead and waive those fees through the end of the year and allow us to put in place what's called the credit card backout provision. What that does is it takes the credit card fees and spreads it out over the entities that receive the funds. And to just give you an idea, convenience fees, which are strictly related to Ingenuity services, The county will continue to absorb all those. It's roughly $5,000 a month. The credit card fees are $13,500 a month. But the bulk of that is going to the state. Well, I take that back. The bulk of those fees are generated off revenue that goes to the state, 57%. The schools, 18%, the county, 21%, and our cities are less than 4%, so less than $500 a month in fees there. So to do this, this will start, if this is something that is continued by this commission, this will be something to consider moving forward in terms of the bulk of what we have been absorbing on the onset is state fees. And so y'all, the commission wanted to evaluate that over the first few months, and now we've got good data to explain exactly what these fees would cost for each user group. So this could be done easily to be effective October 1 and run through the end of the year. And then I guess the next thing is, as we finish with this commission and start with a new one, is to make determinations on how was that received and how has that improved the functionality for the citizens, and then deciding what to do starting January 1 and on, irregardless of the pandemic. So, Mr. Chairman, that's all I have.
Thank you. I appreciate that explanation on the backup provision. It provides us with an opportunity to give the citizens some opportunity to transact their business online for those that desire to do so, whether it be for convenience or whether it be for health reasons and they choose not to come to the courthouse to do that business. So either way, I'm fully support continuing to waive those fees. The data we've collected, we've seen a tremendous uptick in participation online by the citizens. I think we all have experiences of people telling us that they transacted business online and they enjoyed the experience, and will likely continue to do so.
Yeah, Chairman, I would just like to add, I as well have had multiple people tell me how much they appreciated us waiving those fees. That was made it easier for them to go online and take advantage of our services, which helps in multiple areas. So I as well support that.
All right, thank you. All right, the next item, consider fiscal year 2021 Humane Society of Elmore County Agreement. As each of you know, we participate financially with the Humane Society of Elmore County annually to provide them with financial support, and this is an opportunity for us to continue to do that this year. Next item, discuss approving fiscal year 2021 E911 dispatch agreement. Mr. Byer.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, this is our standard agreement with 911 for their participation in our dispatcher salaries.
Thank you. Next item, consider approving election headquarters assistant job description and authorizing probate judge to appoint no more than 20 persons per election to this job description. Probate judge will provide the list of individuals filling these positions to the county COO and or his designee in advance of each election. Commissioners, this is an opportunity. We've, as elections have continued to grow in terms of being followed by the public and by the media, we have an elections headquarters located currently at the City of Wetumpka's Civic Center, and many of our county employees participate there in helping input data into the computer systems and things like that. We're looking for a way to get a job description put in place that would specifically detail what they do when they're in the election headquarters versus what elections employees and volunteers do at the election sites themselves. So obviously it's a different role, and so we were looking for some type of a document that would provide a description of their jobs, and probate judge put that information together along with our assistants, and so we've got this document now. Mr. Byer?
This supplements the poll workers and the inspectors jobs. We didn't currently we didn't have anything, and so wanted to make sure that that was clear in the, as the chairman stated, very well. This gives us a clear description and also sets a lump sum pay for these individuals. So there is clear designation between whether they're poll workers or whether they're election headquarters specialists or assistants, excuse me.
All right, thank you. All right, next item, discuss approval of county participation in Phase 2 of the Wetumpka Stadium project, grade, drain, base, and pave, entrance road, and parking area. As many of you have seen, as we drive through the city of Wetumpka and Coosa River Parkway, we see the beautiful football stadium and track facility that's being built, which we're confident will be a true gem for our community in virtually every possible way. Obviously, our young people will be participating, but it will also be an economic driver. This will be the first and only competition level track in the entire county. We have already participated some with the city of Wetumpka with some drainage and water issues near the stadium, and now that the stadium's nearing completion, we look to continue our participation with them on the south side with the parking area and getting it to a point where we can welcome the public to the stadium. Any comments or questions?
Chairman, I think this is another project where we can support our municipalities in their projects. I know we're doing some other projects similar to this across the county. You know, we have citizens that don't live in the corporate limits. They're Elmore County citizens, but even the municipal citizens, they're Elmore County citizens. And so I think any time we can partner with a municipality on the project that's going to improve the quality of life for all our county citizens, it's a good thing.
Thank you. And I think one important thing to note is each of these projects we participate in with the cities of for example, in this case, City of Wetumpka, but with our other municipalities, in each and every case, the municipalities are bringing us the ideas. We're not generating these ideas for these, and we're not telling them to do something and then looking for ways that we can participate. Many of our municipalities have tremendous ideas and are tremendous assets to the county, and they just need a partner to get over the finish line on some of these projects. And I'm delighted that the county can step in and participate in that way, and we are open to doing that with each and every municipality in Elmore County. We're just awaiting their initiative to bring us ideas and ways that we can assist. Next item, consider approving resolution to level, resurface, and traffic stripe Williams Road from U.S. Highway 231 east 3.93 miles to Alabama Highway 170. Consider approving resolution to level, resurface, and traffic stripe Old Prattville Highway from Autauga County line east 1.77 miles to Alabama Highway 14. Consider approving resolution to level, resurface, and traffic stripe Haynes Road from Alabama Highway 170 east 2.04 miles to Alabama Highway 14. Consider approving resolution to level, resurface, and traffic stripe Jasmine Hill Road from U.S. Highway 231 east 4.2 miles to the city limits of Wetumpka. Finally, consider approving resolution to widen, level, resurface, and traffic stripe Ingram Road from Alabama Highway 14 north 6.45 miles to Deatsville Highway. Each of those are road projects that we'll be initiating soon.
Yes, sir. These are all MPO projects for the FY21 cycle. So late spring, early summer construction or lettings.
Great. Thank you.
All those widenings get bike lanes will not.
Consent docket. Approved travel memorandum. Approved family medical leave request for Alona Lindsay, dispatcher. Approved proposed plat for Redland Ridge subdivision, plat number 4, 35 lots. Approved proposed plat for Cottonwood Creek, plat number 3, 12 lots. Approved proposed plat for Coventry plat 2, 34 lots. Approved proposed plat for Santuck Pines, 3 lots. Personnel notifications, notification of resignation of Tatiana Edwards, Tag Clerk, effective 8/10/2020. Notification of hire of Jolie Fomby, Tag Clerk, effective 9/14/2020. Notification of promotion of Donna Bingham, Tag Clerk, to Assistant Tag Supervisor, effective 10/11/2020. Notification of resignation of Samuel Brown, Equipment Operator 1, effective 8/5/2020. Notification of hire of James Glover, Equipment Operator 3, effective 11/9/2020. Notification of reclassification of Barry Smith, Project Superintendent, effective 10/1/2020. Notification of hire of Clint Weldon, Equipment Operator 2, effective 11/12/2020. Notification of hire of Aaron Rhines, Corrections Officer, replace W. Reed, effective 5/10/2020. Notification of hire of Dylan Ammerman, Corrections Officer, replace S. Evans, effective 8/20/2020. Notification of transfer of Stephen Bradley Evans, Jail to Deputy, replace E. Reeves, effective 8/20/2020. Notification of transfer of Zachary Davidson, Jail to Deputy, replace T. Jackson, effective 8/30/2020. Notification of promotion of Cameron Ricks to Sergeant, fill vacant slot, effective 8/30/2020. Notification of hire of Joshua Hill, effective Corrections Officer, replace Z. Davidson, effective 8/31/2020. Any reports to the Commission? Mr. Byer?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, I have a whole page for y'all, but in the essence of time with tonight's presentations, just so you know, we're working on closing the 20 budget out. We're still in the midst of the FY19 budget, working on the payroll conversion, and met with the department heads last week to detail out a lot of these things and talk to them about the merit raises and merit increases. One thing of note, the end of this month is the end of the 2020 census response time. We still haven't made it to top 5 in the state, so we really need to push on that. I know that's one of the goals for the chairman. The other things are all related to COVID and things that were already mentioned, so I'll just stop my report there.
Thank you. We'll proceed now with reports from the Commission. We'll begin with Commissioner Daughtry.
Mr. Chairman, I don't have anything at this time.
Commissioner Mercer.
Thank you, Chairman. Commissioners, Joe, you will find in front of you two different documents related to unemployment rate. In July, the state is reporting to us a 6.7% unemployment rate, with the state average being 8.2%. When you compare Elmore County's July rates to their June rates of 6.6, maybe that's an indication that the unemployment rate is going to start stabilizing in the county. Of course, we're not going to be back where we were at 2.6 in January, February time frame, but I think this is something that we should be very proud of, and as far as us, the consistency that we're seeing these last 2 months, and the very, very proud of the overall stable economy that we're having in Elmore County. This past week, I know we all saw that the Alabama Department of Corrections announced that Elmore County would be receiving one of the three prisons they announced. We are very appreciative of our Economic Development Authority's hard work on this project over a number of years, and glad to see DOC has recognized the benefits of locating a prison in Elmore County. We look forward to working with them through this process. Chairman, that's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Holt?
Only two things. One, I'm glad to see the crowd we've had tonight of elected officials and citizens. And secondly, to thank Commissioner Reeves again for his service to the country and this commission. Thank you, Mr. Reeves.
Commissioner Reeves? All right. Thank you. I'll just add to my fellow commissioners, I appreciate each of them and their committed service to the citizens of Elmore County. We've accomplished a lot in a short period of time, and I am excited about the projects and opportunities that we have before us. Look forward to seeing each of them come to fruition. We do have one item regarding the Innovation Award for the County Commission from the ACCA, so I'm going to turn it over to Richie to address that briefly, and then we'll go to important calendar dates.
Similar to the conversation about the executive director being here, he wanted to be here to actually physically present this, since we did not, have all the commission present at the ACCA conference. And, we can get a group picture with this after we break here, but, it is for the Elmore County Broadband Partnership, the Efficiency and Innovation in County Government Urban County category for 2020. So, I know that Sonny would want to present this to Commissioner Mercer.
Yeah. I'm sure Commissioner Mercer will tweet about it later. All right.
Chairman, I would like to add to that. I appreciate, ACETA's effort in this project. They have taken lead on this. It's been a joint project between, the county commission, and many other partners, many of our utilities in the county. This is not something that we did alone. In fact, we have our partner with us tonight, the, chairman of the Economic Development Authority, and he and I have spent, a lot of time on this project, as many of my other commissioners here with me tonight have spent. So I appreciate the ACC recognizing us for this, and we're going to continue the good effort to bring broadband service to as many people in the county as we can. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Ms. Kimberly?
The important calendar dates, our next meeting will be on Monday, September 28th, with the work session at 5 and the business meeting following. Monday, October 12th, the administrative complex will be closed in observance of Columbus Day. So our first meeting in October will be on Tuesday, October 13th, with the work session at 5 and the business meeting following.
Thank you. We'll reconvene shortly. Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the Elmore County Commission business meeting dated Monday, September 14, 2020. We'll call this meeting to order. We'll begin with an invocation offered by Commissioner Daughtry, following which I will lead us in a pledge of allegiance.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you for this opportunity to come and conduct the businesses of this county. May we always bathe our decisions in prayer and ask for your wisdom and guide us and lead us in everything that we consider. And Father, may we always be in your will and in your care. These things we ask in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. If you'll please join me and stand. Ms. Kim, would you call roll?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Here.
Chairman Stubbs?
Here.
Commissioner Mercer?
Here.
Commissioner Holt?
Here.
Commissioner Reeves?
Here.
All right, we'll begin with our old business. Is there a motion to approve the right-of-way vacation by adjoining landowners of Forest Hill Road?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve right-of-way vacation by adjoining landowner of Hagan Road?
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve appointing John Strickland to the Elmore County Economic Development Authority Board?
Motion to approve. Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to appoint an individual to the E911 Board of Directors?
Motion to appoint Steve Dennis.
Is there a second? Hearing none, is there a motion to appoint an individual to the E911 Board of Directors?
Chairman, or Mr. Courtney, since these next three agenda items are all the same appointment, for three different positions, can I make one motion to fill each of the three positions with people's names?
I don't see any reason why not.
Okay. All right, with that being said, Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to appoint, Larry Brown, Robert Head, and Keith Barnett to the 911 vacant positions as seen on the agenda.
Seconded by Commissioner Reeves. Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
All right, since we completed all three, we will proceed now to our regular business. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the August 10, 2020 commission meeting as presented during the work session?
Motion.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Is there a motion to approve the memorandum of warrants for the period of August 4, 2020 through September 4, 2020?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Proceeding now to new business, is there a motion to approve the resolution recognizing Elmore County Board of Education nutrition program staff and volunteers?
Motion approved. Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the Constitution Week resolution?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve resolution recognizing Commissioner Earl Reeves for 24 years of service on the Elmore County Commission?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
We'll proceed. Is there a motion to approve fiscal year 2021 detention contract with Department of Youth Services for 1 detention bed?
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve fiscal year 2021 long-term detention subsidy agreement with Montgomery County for 2 detention beds?
Motion to approve. Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve fiscal year 2021 diversion grant contract with Department of Youth Services?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve allowing the Commission as trustee for the Tulane Charity Fund of Elmore County to sell the real property located at 121 East Bridge Street, Wetumpka, Alabama 36092 to the Wetumpka Downtown Development Authority in lieu of the City of Wetumpka under the same terms and conditions, and allow chairman to execute any and all necessary and/or ancillary documents?
Motion to approve. Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve amendments to the fiscal year 2020 budget?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Holt? I'm sorry, Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve amending the fiscal year 2021 commission meeting date schedule as follows? Wednesday, November 11, 2020, organizational commission meeting rescheduled to 10 a.m.
Motion to approve. Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve authorizing the chairman to execute documents to provide a waiver of convenience fees through December 31, 2020, including the credit card backout provision?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the fiscal year 2021 Humane Society of Elmore County agreement?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the fiscal year 2021 E911 dispatch agreement?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve election headquarters assistant job description and authorizing probate judge to appoint no more than 20 persons per election to this job description? Probate judge will provide the list of individuals filling these positions to the county COO and/or his designee. in advance of each election.
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve county participation in Phase 2 of the Wetumpka Stadium project, grade, drain, base, and pave entrance road and parking area to include any necessary budget amendments in fiscal year 2020 and/or 2021 to handle the expense of the materials and/or contract work?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve resolution to level, resurface, and traffic stripe Williams Road from US Highway 231 east 3.93 miles to Alabama Highway 170?
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve resolution to level, resurface, and traffic stripe Old Prattville Highway from Autauga County line east 1.77 miles to Alabama Highway 14?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Is there a motion to approve resolution to level, resurface, and traffic stripe Haynes Road from Alabama Highway 170 east 2.04 miles to Alabama Highway 14?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve resolution to level, resurface, and traffic stripe Jasmine Hill Road from US Highway 231 east 4.2 miles to the Wetumpka city limits?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve resolution to widen, level, resurface, and traffic stripe Ingram Road from Alabama Highway 14 north 6.45 miles to Deatsville Highway?
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the consent docket as presented in the work session?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
Personnel notifications. Notification of resignation of Tatiana Edwards, Tag Clerk, effective 8/10/2020. Notification of hire of Jolie Fomby, Tag Clerk, effective 9/14/2020. Notification of promotion of Donna Bingham, Tag Clerk, to Assistant Tag Supervisor, effective 10/11/2020. Notification of resignation of Samuel Brown, Part-Time Equipment Operator 1, effective 8/5/2020. Notification of hire of James Glover, Part-Time Equipment Operator 3, effective 11/9/2020. Notification of reclassification of Barry Smith, Project Superintendent, effective 10/1/2020. Notification of hire of Clint Weldon, Equipment Operator 2, effective 10/12/2020. Notification of hire of Aaron Rhines, Corrections Officer, replace W. Reed, effective 5/10/2020. Notification of hire of Dylan Ammerman, Corrections Officer, replace S. Evans, effective 8/20/2020. Notification of transfer of Stephen Bradley Evans, Jail to Deputy, replace E. Reeves, effective 8/20/2020. Notification of transfer of Zachary Davidson, Jail to Deputy, replace T. Jackson, effective 8/30/2020. Notification of promotion of Cameron Ricks to Sergeant, fill vacant slot, effective 8/30/2020. Notification of hire of Joshua Hill, Corrections Officer, replace Z. Davidson, effective 8/31/2020. Any additional reports to the Commission?
Promise the next agenda will be shorter.
All right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Holt?
Yes.
Commissioner Reeves?
Yes.
We are adjourned.